Hello, and here's a week one recap. I like to do these after each week to kind of point out what was going on, maybe anything we might have missed, and move on to the next thing. So, as you can tell right now, uh, part of the reason why we're using Mural is that it's very chaotic. It doesn't really necessarily help you understand, although there's some signposts here. Like you can start at the top, you see here's a bunch of videos, and you start to look at patterns of how things make some kind of a sense. But then things can easily go off the rails, like this is a different kind of content, these post-its are different, and so forth. And I want you to play with this. In fact, one of the goals is to really participate early in the week, put out an opinion, answer a question. A lot of these things are really just to get to know you guys and have you know each other, which is kind of Weinberger's point that together you'll probably learn a little bit more than you would individually. And so please don't wait till the end of the week to participate. End of the week might be good for assignments if you really need time, but you're also going to be asked to share those as you're working on them to get feedback and see what others are doing. So hopefully this chaos is important or helpful when it comes to making it easier and less rigid to participate. So we've got a lot of opinions. We started here. I thought this was funny about how we started with comments, even though they're really great and they're easy to read, without some sort of being pinned to something, they lose context, which is perfect. That's what this course is about. Like without context, how do you know what these things are all about? And you do end up getting lost. So I did find it interesting too. I did not post a photo, or which is what I usually do, to anchor something. So, I think we're just learning. As I said, we need these anchors, we need these clues, which is a lot of what the topic that, sorry, did I say Wein? I said, when I said Weinberger, I meant McManus. But either way, both of these are good. And I remember seeing this McManus talk, and I was really impressed by the way he kind of faked this idea of a cheap computers, which now, now we have information being cheap with AI, but we'll get into some of this later. So I don't want to overcomplicate things. I hope you understand the goal of this is to participate early. Don't be afraid to try something, make mistakes. It's all about having an area where we can experiment on this idea. And now we're going to start with content. And content is really data, but I don't like the word data. A lot of times people conflate data with numbers, which it is. Numbers, they're fine. But we're really talking about qualitative data. So once again, we're starting at the bottom. This is our pyramid. Everything builds from this data. So I've got some videos, as always. Hope you like videos, because I do videos. We're going to do maybe scraping this week, which is fun. You don't have to do it, but it's pretty much what people really enjoy about this class. We're also going to use our first cool tool, which is called Airtable. And so the same thing with Mural. Go sign up for Airtable. It's the greatest thing ever invented, really, because it's about data. It is not about numbers. Might be interesting. It looks like a spreadsheet, but it really isn't. But you'll find out. Experimenting is part of it. And we do have a real goal to play with this week, which is to understand the other parts of data. So if I made a piece of text or put this in Mural, this is just the surface of it. Underneath it, it's got a position, it's got a color, it's got a typeface, it has a person who did it. By the way, if you wondered, I can actually tell who did things by looking at show info. So you don't have to put your name, but it makes it somewhat easier. Easier you make it for me to grade, the better. But either way, what we're looking at is, can you find things about something using these other pieces of data? It's a little tricky, so give it a try. And here's the link to X's advanced search, where you can now just paste links in here of whatever you searched for. So this is just an exercise to start to look at what is that other data about, and then you're going to need to find a data set that you're interested in. That's the only point. Here are some topics that people have found interesting. Usually things work better because qualitatively we like things have names. And anyway, things are a little bit easier than other things. Anyway, but anything goes. Try it. You can always change your mind. We can learn. And, that's kind of the goal here is you're going to build your foundation and you're going to use this for the rest of the course until the very end. But all of these are exercises in understanding this data layer, and I hope you have a great week.